recording on my phone. Hopefully this is the right direction. Oh, whatever. If you record a shitty YouTube podcast while driving to McDonald's, does Ronald find out? Does he know? Does he look it up on his machine? On his burger flipping machine? If you fucking drive the fucking McDonald's. No, this is the worst. What is there to fucking say? I'm bracing my body for I fucking stayed up all night. I'm bracing my body for the winter. I'm giving myself some energy, some gaming energy, some gamer power, so I can withstand the cold, the harsh, emotional, physical, mental winter that's coming. It's finals week. I'm not doing shit right now. I'm fucking driving in a car. And you can say what you will about driving. Man, I gotta chill out. That is the problem. Like, I can't fucking talk to anybody, man. I don't know how you do it. Like, how do you get in the fucking flow state where you're just getting words to come out of your mouth? Because when that happens, it's pretty easy to talk to people. But otherwise, no. Like, if I like fucking called a friend right now, I would fucking not be able to say anything. Is it true that I'm just lonely and that I want someone to talk to? I'll admit it, yeah. That but I don't got nobody to talk to, so I'm fucking here. I mean, that's basically what this channel is for, as previously outlined by me. I saw this fucking comment on one of my videos that was like, spitting people sure is fun, but it's not really sustainable. I find it better to love yourself long term, so then you can at least be happy with your existence, if diluted. And I think that's, there's never been a better moniker, a better motto for this channel. Because that's what it is. It's the inevitable fallout whenever I eventually go settle back into my ways of cutting people off just randomly. So that I can give myself the illusion that I am talking to people, when I know goddamn well that nobody's watching this motherfucking video right now. What was it? The fucking last podcast was about that too, wasn't it? It was fucking me complaining, because I had a real heated cunny debate on the literary merits of cunny. A biography by me, Zombie Cow. You know what? I could be out there right now. I could be working the fucking stands. I could be like fucking, hey man, I'm ethnically gypsy, man. I'm not, but I gotta play that. I gotta play that card because when you're a vagabond, when you're an vagabond like me, you gotta fucking play you gotta pretend like you gotta pretend like you're a gypsy, because otherwise it just doesn't make sense. Why I keep doing this to myself? I could be fucking out there selling fucking grilled corn on the cob. I could be out there selling grilled corn on the cob. Anybody want some corn on the cob grilled? I'm no joke. I'm not skilled at grilling the sea cob. I wouldn't even say I'm half bad. No, I'm a quarter or full bad, possibly. But I could be fucking doing that. Except I can't, because lol, no job, can't work, non-essential. Fucking the people's corn cobbers of America need to fucking unionize right now, bro. Holy fuck. What else? What the fuck? I mean, I've got an unhealthy obsession with myself, with keeping tabs on myself, with not watching numbers go up, but except I don't. I mean, like, I don't know. I will like click on my my own videos sometimes, but I just find that I find that to be a waste of time. As I find all YouTube videos. But that's what I've been fucking doing recently, because the real horror in life and watching media is finding yourself in a situation where you are emotionally attached, but do not have the mental stamina to give whatever artistic medium you're enjoying what it's worth. Because I mean, and I'm not going to be in this situation forever, because I'll be fucking done with finals by next week, right? But the biggest fear is watching an episode of Joe and getting too emotionally invested in Joe's plight, and Joe's fucking, man, they really are like fucking. I mean, you really just don't need to watch YouTube videos, because you can watch Joe instead, because there's sort of this relationship that's sort of built up in Joe 1, or at least I think more focused on in the beginning of Joe 1, and I think they're kind of taking a sort of, in Joe 2 there's a different perspective, but in Joe 1 basically there's this sort of idea that the audience is always going to be at war with the artist or the person or just anything, right? Whatever they're viewing, whatever the audience is viewing, they're going to be at war with it, because it's not going to always give them what they want, because first of all, they don't know what they want, and second of all, you can't read another person's brain, so everyone's probably equally upset about something that's a little different. And then in Joe 1, it's kind of like, well, Joe 1 is like, kind of like, well, that point's not necessarily focused on all that much, but Joe is like, well, fuck you, which is kind of the right attitude. But we start to see how that has fucking, kind of started to harm him in Joe 2, because in Joe 2, we just reached to this point where Joe is fucking obsessed with boxing, and that's all he is. If you take fucking boxing away from him, he has nothing. And that is like something that is explicitly said by the characters, and Joe admits, and he owns up to that, and he's fine with it. And but we fucking know that that's the decision that's ultimately going to destroy him. That this is why he's gonna die, having never, as far as Noriko's concerned, what, her name is Noriko, right? I'm not fucking confusing her with the girl from Gunbuster, am I? Holy fuck. Kill me in the comments below. But anyway, what she thinks Joe should realize is that he can have a life outside. He can have a fulfilling life with her outside of boxing, and he probably could, but that doesn't matter to Joe, because Joe is someone who is obsessed with the one thing that he likes. And I think that's something that happens to a lot of people. And I feel similarly about when I get focused into games, or when I get, when I'm on a fucking anime kick, or and I'm thinking about this one thing more than I've thought about fucking so many important things in my life. And it's like, yeah, there's probably some aspect of it that is self-destructive, and then I am just fine with it, because that's what makes me happy, I guess, I think. Probably not. Who knows? But I don't think it matters. What I'm saying is that you don't need YouTube to tell you that narrative, because you don't need fucking Endless Dress to tell you about the relationship, but the endless fucking struggle an artist has with their audience, and sort of the self-destructive, potentially self-destructive nature that can lead to, of just getting fucking so wound up in your craft that nothing else matters to you. And that's really not, life wasn't made for fucking people who are specking into one class. And that's why fucking MMORPGs and RPGs are role-playing games. They're fantasy games. They're wish fulfillment games. Is because you can fucking single out a stat and max it all the way up and have a fucking funny time with it. And you can see the numbers you fucking go, right? And what essentially, in real life, you gotta be good at fucking lots of shit. You gotta be good at everything, man. And even if you're like even if you're passable at like a lot of things, even if you can just barely do so many things that other people can't, it doesn't matter, because you need to be exceptional in every single one for anybody to pay attention to you. And I think that I don't think there's anything wrong with that necessarily. But it is, what am I fucking talking about? But it is different from fucking video games, I guess. And it's different from a TV show where the intrigue is in this obsessive, this sort of this nature which it picks apart, this singular nature which Joe picks apart, well, among many other things, which certain TV shows do more so. There are a lot of shows that people watch that are so specific in nature yet broadly appealing, because of how enjoyable it is to see sort of certain professions get picked apart. And having the intrigue, enough intrigue, is what makes you a normie at a base level, to enjoy all those things, to enjoy like those hobbyist shows, or like different like fucking like very specific controller mod videos, right? Or documentaries about controller mod videos or whatever, or fucking documentaries about speedruns, right? They just have mass appeal. But the real fucking shit, the obsessive shit, is actually doing it. Is actually fucking turning into that thing that is a spectacle and is put on like a fucking freak show for the average folk to enjoy. This guy spent motherfucking every single day of his life playing Super Mario Brothers. And what'd he get for it? A few milliseconds shaved off, and for him that means the world, right? And video games is probably not the worst of it, right? There's probably other worser aspects, and especially now, where you can make a living off of being a streamer, and I'm sure many speedrunners don't, or most of them. Even most speedrunners who run extremely popular games and are the best at it probably don't make a living off of their work. But hey, it has an audience. It has an audience. So why does this fucking exist? Why do I keep doing these whingcasts? I already explained it, I think. Let's talk about, I don't fucking know. Alright. I'm gonna go to the drive-thru. I'm gonna go to the drive-thru. I've been sitting in the McDonald's parking lot because I had a thought and I stopped to talk. I didn't want to get interrupted by the McDonald's lady. 3 sick tips to avoid the McDonald's lady on your drive-thru. Oh, the day's warming up. It's fucking almost 11 somehow. I still haven't slept. Oh, barely squeezing in. The fucking struggle is real, man. What am I gonna fucking do when I'm out of fucking school? I would be so fucking turnt, bro. I gotta start fucking I gotta find the physical therapy paper. My neurologist called me. Bro, we're gonna hook you up with some drugs. And I was like, oh, thank you. Delicious. And then they were like, all right, we're gonna fucking physical therapy. All right, you in? And I'm like, okay, but it's a little scary right now. And then I realized, wait a minute, not really. And I could go and get a little physical therapy potentially, but I wrote it down on a sheet of paper. Hold on.
Morning, thank you for choosing McDonald's.
Yeah, could I just get a large Coke?
One large Coke, yes. Anything else for you?
That'll be all.
110.
It used to be 107, now it's 110, and yes, I did get the large because it costs the same amount of money. And if I expect to keep myself awake all day with no sleep, I need a large amount. A significantly large amount of caffeine. Oh, fuck it. 24-hour podcast. I'm saying, I wrote it down. I wrote down the physical therapy on a sheet of paper, and now I gotta find it fucking after school's done. I'm gonna fucking, I'll talk to my parents about that, see if they'll pay for it. If they will, very good. Very cool. They won't, be sad. It's all my fucking effort masquerading as a good little theist boy, as a good little theist, hive mind, thoughtlet, as I've taken to calling them, thoughtlets. People who not think, who have the no think. Because my fucking sister doesn't get money for the medication she needs. I think she's probably fine with me saying that. That's fucked up. But because I'm a coward, I get to have meds. Daddy's a little bitch for his medicine. Am I right? Ugh. Got the fucking creationism 24-hour live stream propaganda being broadcasted into my brain through intense radio waves, gamma waves, fucking probably on the same frequency as the Chaos Emeralds I'm talking about. Who we got on the list, Doc? Motherfucking Kent Hovind? What's that? What's that fucking guy? Dabbed on 6 times daily. And those are accurate measurements. Please, never let anyone convince you that fucking mysticism and guesses at the supernatural are a replacement for fucking facts. Real hardcore atheism hours right now. If you still believe in God, I'm sorry, you just need to grow up. It's just something you need to grow out of. And I generally believe that for everyone and for the whole human race. Kind of fucked up that you need to think that there's a cosmic tyrant. You need to believe there's a cosmic tyrant out there. A literal fucking galactic dictator. In order for you to believe that humans have value. A galactic dictator has to tell you that humans are worthwhile in order for you to believe it. It's not just something you can fucking subjectively determine, no. But if fucking God don't say it bad, then it's not. And that's not a straw man. That is literally what Christians will tell you. As someone who's fucking spent a lot of time, I've dedicated a lot of time to fucking bungling in the fucking facts and the research and the debates and whatnot. Just because I, as someone who did consider himself a Christian a long time ago, was fucking very, very afraid to question that, and it generally fucking made my life worse to have to go through the logic of like, why would my parents want me to burn in hell? You know, why would they want that? They must not, but you know, they do, and they, you know, if they can't fucking own up to that, if you can't admit that your God is a vindictive, an evil bastard who wants to kill everyone and eternally torture everyone who doesn't believe in him, and you can't own up to that and say, no, that's wrong, and either A, I'm a Satanist, or a anti-religion, or anti-God, either way, or an atheist, then you have fucking willingly admitted, you have put yourself in a position of agreement with your dictator. You can fucking wave your hands and say, oh, it's not me, it's him. But that doesn't matter. It really doesn't. If you can't honestly come out and say, no, that's fucked up and wrong, and yeah, the book reporting to it. I mean, I guess you could come to the conclusion that the Bible is a forgery. And there are certainly cases to there are a lot of books in the Bible which are, from what I understand, considered forgeries, not by the actual historical figures they are meant to portray. Then we know that for some amount of reasons. There's a general consensus that that a lot of the books, not all of them, that a lot of the books in the Bible are forgeries. But that's the weird fucking nitty-gritty, like, oh, the Bible isn't... I mean, when you're fucking dealing with mysticism, it doesn't matter, right? Because you have just denied all logic, you have denied all cause and effect for anything when you have decided to give agency to the entire universe. And you can just hand wave it away. And that's fine, honestly, but it is cowardice. And I think you should. I think people need to get over it. And I have sympathy. I generally, the reason I don't like talking about this a lot is because I'm still very much bitter about it, because it fucking impacts my life in a meaningful way every day, and that I feel fucking scared in my house, and you know, shit like that. And so it's hard for me not to be bitter and hateful. But I do think it is wrong. Is he gone? Yeah. But I do have sympathy for people who are in that situation and really don't want to ask themselves that question right now. Because if they honestly did, that would make their life a lot worse, and it has made mine worse in several ways. But I want to encourage you that it does get better, because not feeling fucking accountable to a omnipotent cosmic God being, you know, a terrible vindictive being, does a lot for your fucking just stress. And you know, you can say fuck off to your dad and not feel too bad about it, you know? Nothing wrong with swear words. Nothing wrong with a little, you know, cartoon porn, cartoon cunny. Make peace with the cunny. Alright? You don't need to kiss it, but shake hands with it, baby. You don't need to kiss it, just shake hands with it. And that's generally what I'd like all of humanity to do, is just to recognize that that your level of discomfort of something is not necessarily indicative of how morally wrong it is. Oh, the park is closed. Of course it is. Where am I gonna park now and rant? Gee, I guess I'll drive around. What was I talking about? Yeah. Basically, just fucking, if something's not causing a problem, if you can tell that it's just making you uncomfortable, not causing a problem, not hurting people, there's not an observable mental stress or psychosis that is being endured, just caused by something, and then you just kind of need to get over it, you know. And I feel that way, and that's the way religion is, because it teaches you to be offended at things that are wrong just because it says so, not because there's any underlying logic. And that is the ultimate issue I take with the Bible. You can say all you want that it said kill people bad. I mean, fucking that's in everywhere. Even if we assumed that murdering people is wrong, and that was the origin, you know, first of all, we know the Bible plagiarized Hammurabi's code. We just know that. Not necessarily plagiarism. I mean, you want to call it like cultural influence. whatever. It's probably not like officially called plagiarism. But let's just say that is the sole origin of the knowledge that killing people is bad, is the Bible. But let's just pretend it is. Frankly, you are missing part of the piece of the puzzle when you do not have a logic by which to demonstrate that something is ethically wrong. Because we know, fucking scientifically, ethics is fucking just something that happens in social animals, right? It's not something unique to us. You can go watch fucking gorillas crying at movies, or sign language at movies. But just fucking, ethics are not original. It's more like a adaptive state of behavior. Obviously complex, but the Bible is more like a symptom of ethical behavior, and therefore it's imperfect. It is an attempt to create an ethical code, but it fails, and one of its fundamental failures, I think, is a lack of justification. In that it refers back to essentially you have the upvote and the downvote. You go to heaven or you go to hell. And hell's the bad guys. You get eternal tortured. It's the worst thing you can imagine. And I think that's wrong. I think the death penalty, I mean, the fact that we, even in modern society, consider the death penalty to be wrong tells you that, our morals are not as based in Judeo or Christian theology. It's generally seen as sort of false equivalents to equivocate those two, because they are very different. But yeah, I mean, I can explain why killing a person is bad, because that creates social unrest. If I kill someone and get away with it, then other people are going to start realizing, maybe someone could get away with killing me. And so what an ethical behavior does is it breeds for the least amount of harm. And so the super ethical behavior is a behavior which causes the least amount of suffering. You can get into, trolley arguments from there. But the point is, that's not based in religion at all. And to even argue that, you'd have to admit that there's a science to it, and that that's not based on a soul, But yeah, I think ethical behavior we should develop a consistent logic for it. Maybe I'm not the person to do it. I don't think I am. That's essentially what you have with law. And I think as soon as we start making the public conscious of the idea that rights and wrongs have an underlying logic to them, however circumstantial that may be, even if it is based on emotion in some circumstances, well, that's a real thing. What's in your mind is real. It's just as it cannot be codified in the same way that language can, but it is real. And I don't think that means it should be discounted, that it can't be codified into a more supreme lexical logic. But yeah, that would be my ideal. I think when you start making people aware of that, then you might start to understand, oh, hey, democracy is pretty good. Let's fucking figure out something a little bit better, because it's kind of not living up to what it's supposed to be right now. I mean, these are just my dumb fuck ideas about how to fix the world. They're probably wrong. They're righter than fucking religious numbnuts, that's for sure. And I will dab on them all day long, because I do not care. What else? I've been playing I played some Street Fighter 3. Oh my god. Oh. It's beautiful. I suck at using the buffer system in that game right. I can't fucking get my links. I can't get my combos. I'm fucking terrible at the inputs. But god damn if that game isn't fucking beautiful. It's a masterpiece. The game feel, fucking everything about this game. I started playing it on fucking Fightcade. I'm like, oh my god. Obviously, I'm playing Makoto, my karate girl maiden. Her, despite the amount of acrobatics she pulls on a matchly basis, the insane flips, furls, the fucking DPS on my dash punches are insane, but her hymen is still intact. Somehow. I didn't come. It's not. Don't ask me. Ask Capcom. All right, that's what they said. They fucking put it on the package. They don't show. That's not what they show to us Westerners. All right. They put it on the motherfucking package. Makoto's hymen is still intact. Don't worry, bros. She's saving it for you. I fucking don't actually know, alright, anything about feminine hygiene. I've just heard that that a hymen can get ripped, during physical activity. That's all I've heard. I don't know, if it's fucking wrong, shoot me, go ahead. If it's, right, only slightly right, my win, my victory. I wanted to say one of Makoto's lines, but I can't do it because I'm too fucking cringe. I'm too cringe to speak in Japanese. I'm not based like my samurai ancestors before me. Shobaja! That's what she fucking says. And Chesto! Oh, she's so fucking good, dude. When you fucking say Chesto and then you hit the fucking people with the punch. Fucking Street Fighter, man. Goddamn, Street Fighter 3, some of the most beautiful sprite art I've ever motherfucking seen. Game feel top notch. I'm not used to fighting games where the buffer isn't extremely hand-holdy, because I think Skullgirls kind of suffers from that problem where you can literally cancel the animation at any point of any of your attacks into another attack. That is like pretty fucking gamey and like hand-holdy, I guess. I love Skullgirls, alright, to death. But I do think that is something that separates it from Street Fighter 3 is the buffer. And I'm a big I'm platform fighting man now, because I played 4 and I played Ultimate for probably over 300 hours. Ultimate for over 300, Smash 4 for probably well over 1,000 hours. I've been recently playing Rivals of Ether, an actually fun game that is designed. It's so weird going from Smash, where like everything that's good about Smash characters, it feels like in like the fucking Schrodinger's cat state of like, oh, this part was designed on purpose to be fun, and oh, this was a complete accident that this character's moves make sense to together. And in fucking Rivals of Ether, you got characters who are fucking, their entire movesets are designed around like mechanics and shit, and it's like, it is pretty, it feels, oh, I'm playing a video game, but also it's got that fucking like innate satisfaction of feeling a concept completed. You got fucking Maple. If you tag them with your nut or your side B, you can rope to them as a recovery move. Now, if they're still on the stage, but also because you get that inkling in your head where, oh, you fucking zoom to them if you hold up B? Wait a minute. Could I maybe use this to extend combos when they go too far so that I can't reach them? And yes, you can. And like literally every idea you have like that, every like little cool idea that the game even slightly suggests to you, it's there, it's in the fucking game, and it's cool. And in Smash Brothers, you have so many situations like that where it's like, oh my god, wouldn't it be awesome if this happened with this character? And it's like slightly, like maybe you can almost get it, but you can't. And I can't think of a character like that at all, because I spent a lot of my time on characters that didn't play like that in Smash 4, and okay, Ultimate is not, almost not that, because every character in Ultimate feels like a complete hodgepodge of ideas, and not like there's no central concept to any of them. And that's probably why I fucking stopped playing Ultimate competitively. I mean, it was a fun game, and I really tried to fucking enjoy it. It's still fun. It's not an awful game. But competitively, it is worse than Smash 4. I don't care what anybody thinks. That's my opinion. There is no character that's as fun to play as in fucking Ultimate as there is Smash 4 Sheik. She's the funnest. I think she's probably the funnest character I've ever played in any game. And just because her fucking design is so fucking good, and it feels like it fucking all fucking belongs. And it's like an accident when you consider everything in the fucking game. But man, it's still there. It kicks ass. It really motherfucking does. I haven't played Smash 4 Sheik in a while. And what I want, this is my fucking call out post, Dan Bernacey, I love you. He made a great motherfucking video game. Please put Smash 4 Sheik in Rivals 2. If you put Smash 4 Sheik in Rivals 2, and you actually fucking played Smash 4, and you fucking thought about the characters, and you thought about how good all the ideas were, like, well, bro, you fucking needles bouncing fish, yes! Think about it. Dan, I'm fucking begging you, and if you fucking put like the fucking elemental, like the little gimmick, whatever gimmick they would give Smash 4 Sheik Rivals, would be just the fucking icing on the cake. It would be mwah. It would be my fucking favorite video game character, but even better. Like, this is what Rivals does, and this is why it is I want to say it's a better game than most Smash games, because great artist steal, man. There's never been a fucking better motherfucking quote. Great artist steal. And I don't fucking know who said that, but he was a fucking genius, and he's right. Great artist steal. And what my man Dan the man Fornacy did was he took a lot of ideas that were in Ultimate, or not Ultimate, they were in Brawl and Melee, And I'm less familiar with 64. So he may have taken some ideas from 64. But what you have in Raster is essentially Melee, Falco, and Marth mixed with Brawl Meta Knight. And it's so fucking cool. You can Rufio people off the motherfucking top, and it's intended. He fucking meant for you to Rufio people out the top. It wasn't a joke. You didn't fucking Rufio them off the top at fucking 20 in Brawl, and it was like a fucking accident, and Sakurai is like fucking pissing himself, and like he's like fucking like, oh god, why'd I fucking do it? But damn, Farnese is like smiling to himself. He's giving you a thumbs up every time you take someone off the top with Raster's Tornado. He's a real motherfucking man, I tell you what. You can fucking... He has Falcon Kick, and you can combo off of it. Amazing. He has... there are countless ideas, and I haven't even gotten into Rivals that far yet. And the reason initially why I didn't like the game was because I was playing Zetterburn, and I realized I don't like him that much. And B, the animations are expectably less lavish than Smash's character animations. And I could sit down and watch fucking the character animations and how the characters move in Smash 4 and fucking like almost all the Smash games, really. Because the animations are so good. Wow. But, you know, there's less frames of animation in Rivals, and that's okay. I understand that they can't do that. But, yeah, I think it would just... I really try to take things on their own terms, but I don't... There's a reason why my favorite fighting games are Street Fighter 3 and Skullgirls and the Smash Brothers games. It's because the animations are amazing, and I'm sure if I got into more fucking fighting games, I'd find other ones with equally as good animations. But what can I say? I fucking love to see that. I love to see him do it. I love to see the hip twirl, the foot wipe, the foot whack. I like to see it in Gundam when Amuro, you slice the arm off. Gundam fighting game? Question mark? I don't know. Damn, what else? What fucking else, bro? Oh. Fighting games are good. I fucking sure if you're listening to this, I'll fucking get around to it. Please don't kill me. I'll watch that fucking League tutorial. I swear. Sure, who plays video games with me on the weekends? Thanks. Bye, everybody. This podcast is dedicated to Sure, who plays video games with me on the weekends. What other games do I like? I was having some thoughts about Baba Is You. If I get into a fucking talking about Baba Is You, I'm gonna have to take a fucking left turn up here. Alright. We'll see if I get into a talk about Baba Is You. Let me think. Do I want to get into and talk about Baba Is You? Fuck. I don't even know how to accurately describe my misgivings with this game because, I mean, first of all, these complaints are shit. They're stupid, they're dumb, they're lame because it's a great game. But all I have about it are complaints. The things that have materialized in my mind are complaints. There's some truly great puzzles. Some truly funny puzzles in Baba Is You. And playing around with the little blocks sure can be fun sometimes. But man, it is not a game where you are meant to move around a lot, and that is all I fucking do in video games. It is, all I fucking want to do is fucking move back and forth and left and right and up and down. And that's why I might, I hope I don't give up on Street Fighter yet. But there's a lot less moving in Street Fighter than in Smash Brothers. Now, you also press more, you have more attacks in Street Fighter, and that kind of counts as like fucking movement. You are moving. You are inputting an action in the character. But by far the most work you are doing in Baba Is You is in the mind. It's in the Baba brain. It's in what we professional Baba Is You players like to call the Baba brain. Okay, because that's where the magic happens, baby. It's just really fucking annoying as someone who wants to fucking move my character around at all times, around constantly, that I have to take my hands off the controller because I literally just fuck myself over by moving around, because I'll move a block in a way and then I can't get to that block anymore and I have to press the back button, and then I'm like, alright, fucking, I can't move around this fucking area, it's too small. These fucking hands were made for tilling fields, not for pushing Baba blocks, let me tell ya. They were made for pushing the B button, not for pushing the brain button. But yeah, that is, and I wonder, in the first place, I'm wondering, I'm coming at it from this angle of, why have a character on screen in the first place? Why not just make you, the player, like a disembodied avatar who clicks on things and moves blocks that way? That way your player avatar is not getting in the way. But I think, I don't know, there's just something visceral and raw about moving something on a screen that really gets people. I mean, you see those fucking clicker games, and those are like a very small amount of the games that get made, right? And I'm talking about like games where you just are a stats bar and you clink things into the world like a magic man, instead of moving around it as if you inhabit that space. But why? But you know, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's to be more popular, and there are certainly a lot of interesting puzzles that you could not make. I mean, even though the game doesn't move a lot, it is kind of about movement, and that getting a thing to a place is the win condition. And what with that, but you know, maybe that limits it in some way. I don't know. I have this is one of the few puzzle games that I've actually played. You know, I play Tetris. I don't know if you would consider those in the same genre. But I've never played any of the Zachtronics games or whatever. I don't know if this is my genre. I enjoy like puzzles conceptually, but when I have my hand on something, I fucking gotta be moving it around. I gotta be fucking clicking things. It's the gamer disease. I've got the gamer disease. And I don't know if that takes away from my experience in Baba Is You, or if that's part of the program. You see other people play it. They do not move as frequently as me. And generally, you can solve every level in very few inputs. That's not how I play the game, though. I think that's it. I think I've run out of topics to mine. I've mined out of topics to mine for diamonds. Minecraft. Mine diamonds. I mine them. So my diamonds. I don't fucking know the lyrics after that, okay? I've only listened to the Mine Diamonds song once, or maybe twice. Obscure internet parody songs. Good ones. Anything by I Like Pretty Girls, I found, is very fucking, other parody songs. Gotta give it up to my boy. Gotta give it up to my bro. Tobuscus, small YouTuber. I'm trying to fucking boost him right now. Tobuscus. He made the mine my diamond sword. I am mine diamond sword song. And, I appreciate that. I gotta give mad ups to my bro, Tobuscus. Oh. What have I gotta put in the thumbnail of this video? Makoto? There's gonna be Makoto. There's gonna be a cross somewhere. Makoto's gonna be a dash. Makoto's gonna be doing a EX Hayate on motherfucking Jesus Christ. Will there be Baba? What's it with the indie game characters and the white? You see Rain World, white man, little horn. You see Big Bug Man, Hornet Knight. He have horned and white. You Baba Is You, horns white. Black eye. Hollow eye. When will they stop? When will they stop the madness of the white eye, of the hollow eye white man horn? I don't know. What is it? Baba Is You. No, that's it. That's all I got. I peak with the Hayate, and I can't think of a better idea. Remember, kids, video games are good. Mysticism is bad. Is very bad. Having fun, hedonism, good. Fucking trying to explain your problems via improvable claims, bad.